On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Politically.
In a way that relates to the government or public affairs of a nation.
Examples:
Politically advantageous. Become politically savvy. This newspaper is supposed to be politically neutral.
Diverse.
Including numerous categories of individuals or entities, various.
Examples:
Diverse backgrounds. A person of diverse talents. New York is a city with a diverse ethnic population.
Progressive.
Relating to or supporting development or advancement, especially social or political one.
Examples:
Progressive taxation. Progressive development. The progressive approach to education emphasizes hands-on learning and student-centered classrooms.
Conservative.
Holding traditional views and values and opposed to change or innovation.
Examples:
A conservative society. Conservative about production. He always makes a conservative estimation when predicting future sales.
Gable.
The triangular part of a wall that is formed by the two sides of a sloping roof, the portion of a building's facade that is above the eaves.
Examples:
Gable roof. Decorative gable. The old Victorian house had a beautiful gable on its roof.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Impeach.
To bring formal charges against a public official for misconduct in office.
Examples:
Impeach him with an error. Impeach official. The House of Representatives impeached the president for abuse of power.
Scandal.
An action or event regarded as morally or legally wrong and causing general public outrage.
Examples:
Scandal magazine. A corruption scandal. The political scandal rocked the nation and led to the resignation of several high-ranking officials.
Co-founder.
One of several people who establishes an organization or starts a business.
Examples:
Co-founder of the university. Late co-founder. He is the co-founder and chairman of this tech company.
Congress.
A formal meeting of the representatives of different countries, constituent states, organizations, trade unions, political parties, or other groups.
Examples:
An international congress. Peace Congress. Congress must consider this proposal in an unusual situation.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Censure.
Strong criticism or disapproval, an official expression of disapproval or rebuke. Verb, to criticize or express disapproval of someone or something in a formal or official way.
Examples:
Censure him for his failure. Censure resolution. The athlete received a censure from her coaches for violating team rules.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Polarization.
The division or separation of something into two opposing or contrasting groups or factions. The condition of being polarized or having poles.
Examples:
Polarization effect. Dielectric polarization. The polarization of political views has created a deep divide in the country.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Grassroots.
Of or relating to the ordinary people in a society or an organization as constituting a fundamental political and economic group.
Examples:
A grassroots movement for nuclear disarmament. The grassroots factor in making the decision. The feeling among the company's grassroots is that the CEO is not radical enough.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into two pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Grab.
To take hold of something or someone suddenly with a hand, especially in a violent way.
Examples:
Grab an audience. Grab an opportunity. Shall we grab a bite to eat?
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Coalition.
A temporary alliance formed by two or more political parties for combined action, the state of being combined into one body.
Examples:
A three-party coalition. Coalition forces. The two largest opposition parties announced they would form a coalition in the next elections.
Capital.
A building that houses a legislative assembly, especially the U.S. Congress.
Examples:
The nation's capital. Capitol Hill hearing. The Capitol building was a stunning example of classical architecture, with its marble columns and grand dome.
Lobby.
A large area inside the entrance of a public building where people can meet and wait. A group of people who try to persuade a politician, the government, or an official group to influence legislation.
Examples:
Lobby for legislation. A hotel lobby. That lobby group actively advocated environmental protection to the government.
Neutral.
Not helping or assisting either side in a conflict, argument, etc.
Examples:
Permanently neutral country. Neutral colors. A legislative speaker should always be neutral.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Coal.
A combustible black or brownish-black sedimentary rock that is found below the ground and burnt to produce heat.
Examples:
A coal-fired ship. Construction of new coal plants. We combust coal and other fossil fuels to generate electricity.
Navigate.
To plan and direct the way that a ship, plane, etc. will travel, often by using a map.
Examples:
Navigate the Pacific. Navigate through a document. Our knowledge helps navigate our clients successfully.
Browse.
To shop around in a leisurely and casual way, to look through a book, magazine, internet, etc., casually and randomly, without seeking anything in particular, of an animal, to feed on plants.
Examples:
Browse a website. Browse through the text. We browsed in a souvenir shop.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with a desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Appreciate.
To value and acknowledge the worth of someone or something, to be grateful for something or someone.
Examples:
Appreciate her feedback. Appreciate the value. We would appreciate an early reply.
Diversity.
The quality or fact of many different types of things or people being included in something, a range of different things or people.
Examples:
The diversity policy of the university. Lingual diversity. He was impressed by the range and diversity of the collection.
Discriminate.
To treat a person or particular group of people worse or better than another, especially in an unfair way, to recognize or perceive the difference between people or things.
Examples:
Discriminate against women employees. Discriminate between different things. You should not discriminate against minorities.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Filter.
Any of several types of equipment or systems used to separate particles from liquids or gases or to remove specific forms of light.
Examples:
Gas filter. Clogged filter. Ozone is a primary filter to protect Earth's surface from harmful UV rays.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Scare.
To frighten a person or animal, or to become frightened.
Examples:
Scare off her attacker by screaming. Scare the birds away. We hit the ground to scare out the rabbits.
Worldview.
A particular philosophy or cognitive orientation of life or conception of the world.
Examples:
Mainstream worldview. The worldview of the ancient civilization. The war between the two countries was also a battle between competing worldviews.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Tolerant.
Accepting different views, beliefs, or practices without judgment or interference.
Examples:
A tolerant teacher. Tolerant of his failure. She was known for her tolerant attitude toward different cultures.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Bubble.
A thin, round, and often transparent mass of gas that is surrounded by a thin layer of liquid, a state of economic or social prosperity that is unsustainable and eventually collapses.
Examples:
Bubble in the champagne glass. Economic bubble. Many people worry that the current real estate market is a bubble that could burst soon.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Bias.
A strong feeling in favor of or against one group of people, an idea, or thing, often not based on fair judgment.
Examples:
Bias against a big company. Have a bias towards socialism. She researched gender bias in politics.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Idealist.
A person who is guided by ideals or principles rather than practical considerations or reality. A person who seeks to achieve a particular vision or goal for the betterment of society or humanity.
Examples:
Idealist at heart. An idealist perspective. As a dedicated idealist, she always fought for what was right, no matter the cost.
Partisan.
Biased or prejudiced in favor of a particular cause, group, or political party, displaying strong support or allegiance to a particular side or viewpoint.
Examples:
Partisan politics. Bridge partisan differences. Her partisan beliefs made it difficult for her to consider opposing viewpoints.
Weave.
To make cloth, a carpet, a basket, etc., by repeatedly crossing a single thread through two sets of long threads at a right angle to them.
Examples:
Weave on a loom. Weave a story. The girl weaves a garland for her friend.
Fabric.
Cloth or other material produced by weaving wool, cotton, silk, etc., used for making clothes, covering furniture, etc.
Examples:
A hand-loomed fabric. Fabric of creation. These synthetic fabrics are used in military vests because of their excellent abrasion resistance.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Strength.
The quality or state of being physically, or sometimes mentally, strong.
Examples:
Strength of the economy. Muscular strength. Health and strength are, above all, gold.
Complimentary.
Expressing praise or admiration, given free of charge as a courtesy or goodwill gesture, conveying or expressing a compliment.
Examples:
Complimentary drink. Complimentary comments. The hotel offers complimentary breakfast to all guests.
Overcome.
To succeed in controlling or dealing with something, such as a problem or difficulty, to defeat or overwhelm someone.
Examples:
Overcome opponents. Overcome all difficulties. He tried to overcome a bad reputation and win the election.
Pierce.
To cut or make a way through with a sharp instrument.
Examples:
Pierce the armored shells. Pierce a mystery. The extreme cold pierced our bones.
Brilliant.
Extremely clever, skilled, or impressive.
Examples:
Brilliant idea. Brilliant performance. The more brilliant you are, the more people around you look at you with envy and jealousy.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Narrative.
A story or a description of a series of events or process of telling a story.
Examples:
Narrative poetry. Personal narrative. The narrative handles multiple plot lines and has unpredictable ends.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples.
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Collaborate.
To work with someone else to produce or achieve something.
Examples.
Collaborate with the police. Collaborate on a press release. She agreed to collaborate with him in creating new artwork.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples.
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples.
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples.
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Intuitive.
Obtained through feelings rather than facts or proof.
Examples.
Intuitive eating. Intuitive judgment. I had an intuitive feeling that I might be pregnant.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples.
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Vulcan.
A hypothetical planet that was once believed to exist between Mercury and the Sun, proposed in the 19th century to account for certain irregularities in Mercury's orbit. Of Roman mythology, the god of fire, including the fire of volcanoes, metalworking, and the forge.
Examples.
Vulcan asteroid. Vulcan god. Vulcan's Forge is a nickname for the island of Hawaii due to its active volcanoes.
Bold.
Brave, daring, and confident, not frightened of danger or afraid to say what you feel or to take risks.
Examples.
A bold design. Big, bold piano sounds. The effort to alleviate climate change needs bold action.
Cowboy.
A man, typically one on horseback, who herds and tends cattle, especially in the western U.S., a person who behaves roughly or recklessly, typically a man, a skilled ranch worker who is adept at many tasks, especially those involving horses and cattle.
Examples:
Cowboy rodeo. Cowboy boots. The cowboy hat she wore added to her rugged and tough look.
Captain.
The leader of a group of people, especially who is in charge of a ship or aircraft.
Examples:
The captain of an opposing team. Captain of industry. The captain ordered the troops to fire.
Prefer.
To like, choose, or want one thing or person better than another.
Examples:
Prefer physics to chemistry. Prefer a window seat. The birds prefer open water areas with reeds around them.
Trek.
A long and difficult journey, typically on foot.
Examples:
Horseback trek. Trek expedition. He was preparing for a long trek through the mountains.
Crew.
A group of people who work together, especially on a ship or airplane.
Examples:
The film crew. The crew of a fishing boat. The ship's crew worked hard to repair the damaged sails before the next storm hit.
Fan.
A person who admires and supports a person, group, sport, sports team, etc. A device for creating a current of air by the movement of a surface or surfaces.
Examples:
A film fan. Engine cooling fan. I'm a big fan of French food.
Optimism.
A feeling or the belief that good things will happen, or the quality of being full of hope and emphasizing the positive aspects of a situation.
Examples:
Sense of optimism. Political optimism. There is considerable optimism that the economy will recover soon.
Racial.
Of or related to the race, equals classification of humans into groups based on physical traits or social relations.
Examples:
Racial prejudice. Racial and ethnic backgrounds. A minor racial conflict later led to a civil war.
Gender.
The range of characteristics of femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them, especially when considering social and cultural differences rather than differences in biology.
Examples:
Gender-blind policies. Dual gender. Cultural norms strongly influence gender expectations.
Rural.
Of or relating to the countryside.
Examples:
Rural accents. People in rural areas. Many rural areas are still impoverished.
Urban.
Relating to or located in a town or city.
Examples:
Urban planning. Urban property owners. Only a small number of urban utilities offer sanitation services.
Liberal.
Willing to respect or allow many different types of beliefs or behavior, open-minded.
Examples:
A liberal arts college. Under liberal conditions. He is liberal in his thoughts.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Estranged.
Separated or alienated from someone or something that was once familiar or close, emotionally detached or distant due to a breakdown in a relationship or connection.
Examples:
Estranged relationship. Become estranged. After years of not speaking to each other, the estranged family members finally reunited.
Heal.
To make a wound or injury to become well again.
Examples:
Heal a broken bone. Heal the hurt mind. It will take time for her mental scars to heal.
Viewpoint.
A way of thinking about a specific subject, a place from which something can be viewed, especially in an area of natural beauty.
Examples:
A scientific viewpoint. Aesthetic viewpoint. We looked at this issue from a different viewpoint.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Curiosity.
A strong desire to know or learn about something.
Examples:
Boundless curiosity. Satisfy my intellectual curiosity. We are motivated by curiosity rather than necessity.
Kindergarten.
A school or class for young children, usually between the ages of 4 and 6.
Examples:
Kindergarten class. Kindergarten teacher. The kindergarten students were having a good time playing with toys.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples.
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position. A public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples.
Debate topic. Debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples.
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples.
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Adventure.
A journey or a series of events that is unusual, exciting, or dangerous.
Examples.
Gastronomic adventures. Adventure film. He sailed the Atlantic Ocean multiple times during his adventures.
Rediscover.
To discover or find again something that was previously known but lost.
Examples.
Rediscover a value. Rediscover an old truth. The painting was rediscovered in an attic and turned out to be a long-lost masterpiece.
Yearn.
To strongly desire or long for something.
Examples.
Yearn after my old days. Yearn for love. She yearned for the days when things were simpler.